Meat bags. Welcome to part 6 of the cheap bike build off. We've got some effort into this. I'd say total we probably have, I don't know, 16 hours into the build. I have a disc brake with a wheel. In the last video, I told you guys where I was at with my budget. I'm right around like $27. And thankfully everything on the bike, everything else works. So I might have a little bit of wiggle room to get some like cool pedals and some cool grips. I wanted to change the bars. I'm not a flat bar fan. I like riser bars. I have a set of riser bars. Um, Maybe I'll let you guys decide what they're worth, and we'll put them on at the very end or something like that. Do the old switcheroo, sort of change up the sneak attack. What am I looking for? The trap door. No, the secret weapon. Cherry on top. I don't know. Anyway, biggest concern right now is this bottom bracket. I think it's just loose. We're gonna tear it down, pull it all out, get it out on the counter over there. You guys can watch me do that, and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, I just gotta like clean it out and re-grease the bearings and all that good stuff. I want to check out this front hub too. I want to pull that apart, look at that a little bit, make sure that's good. I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera. And then I have to paint this fork. So that's right. That's part of the budget too. The fork, the painting of the fork is part of the budget as well. Because the can of spray paint is going to cost money. So whether it's a full can or a half a can, um, can I trade you this 6-pack for a half a can spray paint? But then I guess I'd be paying for the 6-pack, right? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, or do I just leave it like this? Sorry, no money for paint. Oh man, I gotta pull the fork out. I'm gonna tear it down for the most part to the point where I gotta clean it because I gotta do the headset too. I gotta clean those bearings in the headset. Gotta re-grease those. I might as well check the rear wheel, right? The hub and the rear wheel. Go through that. So maybe we'll just do one of these little things where I like clap. Ta-da! This is pretty much everything that has come off, gone on, been taken apart, cut up on the bike that we're going to go through before we put it all back on. We're going to check out the hub, clean up the cassette. The bottom bracket wasn't terrible. This bearing's a little crusty, but I think we can save it. That cup does not want to come out. That's fine. We got the Shimano cranks with the press-on chain rings, but it's all right. It's a decent crank. It is going to be just fine. Those steel rings last forever. And of course, caliper, forks and stuff, wheel with all of the freshly ground down spokes. Oh my lord, that was fun. We're gonna put another, and then of course the rack in the back there that I haven't really messed with yet because I've been too focused on this whole thing. We're gonna put another electrical tape rim strip on there. Holy cow! Did you guys just see my ADHD? And then of course we gotta pick a color to paint the fork. I'm thinking this one, just because it kind of matches the blue on here. You see that? Thinking this one, maybe black and that one. Maybe do this black, tape off the rack, do the rack blue. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Gotta figure out what the cost of the paint is first, right? Add that all into the total. So it's all torn down. Get it cleaned up and put back together. Use that to clean some bearings on. Just kind of wipe down some stuff here. Make it all pretty. So in part 4, my camera cut out a little bit and you guys couldn't see what I was doing. So what I was doing is I was taking material off of the ISO adapter because user error, I'm going to assume it was my fault. It couldn't, I mean, I put the tab on the back of the specialized and it was great. So user error, like I said, I'm going to assume it was my fault and I had to make some adjustments. My white Rujoy caliper here. Rujoy! I do have a little bit of ISO over here. A little is right. Oh, we still got a sticker on there. Dual SIS compatible. Oh man, I hit the jackpot. You see, look at that. Look at that hologram. Woo! I know. It's okay. You can be jealous. That cleaned up kind of nice. I'll take that. Oh, this is a good enough to not even have the the part number imprinted in it. It's just a sticker. The FC TY21. Oh man, that's great. It's all right. It's okay. Quality stuff. Don't need to clean those. Those are good. It would be nice to have a nice ultrasonic cleaner like the Mullet Mechanic. Some of you other fancy content creators out there. I've got an ultrasonic cleaner, but it's from Harbor Freight, and I might as well just do what I'm doing. My buddy was like, "Oh, dude, it works so good. You gotta get one." I got one. It does not work that great. I don't know. I mean, he cleans like silverware and like pocket knives and stuff with it. So I guess I could probably afford a new bottom bracket. I don't know. They're pretty cheap. Even the sealed ones are pretty cheap now. I mean, you can find them for like $10. I think this is gonna come out okay. I think we're gonna be okay. I hope. The race doesn't look too bad on the spindle race, especially on the side that was a little loose. I've seen worse. We're gonna fill it full of grease, and it's gonna love life. You know, it's never gonna know how good it's had it. Does that make sense? I don't even think that makes sense. That little guy there. The cup races look good. Oh man. See, I can't see the one on the bike though. It doesn't want to come out. I'm not gonna mess with it. This seal's split in half, but we'll use half of it. I'm not scared. I want to say I want to put it on the inside, but like there's nothing to hold it there, so I don't know. We'll find out. This is the part that we have to. These ones and these ones. Oh yeah, these are kind of bad, but they're gonna work. They're gonna work. They're gonna have to work, right? I feel like I should probably put them in a cup and shake it all around, you know? Oh, oh, oh. This one's got bearings coming out. That's not good. I mean, it's like, what, 30-year-old bike? Kind of expect it, you know? This one's not doing too bad, though. Got some of that good brown caked on grease on there. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. That's the, like, haven't seen the light of day in 20 years stuff. At the end of the day, this is going to be my bike. I'm going to ride it a lot. So this is just to get me going. And then we'll probably upgrade it over time. And you guys will have fun watching me do that too, I'm sure. Right? We'll post little bits. Cheap bike upgrade. I've officially named it the Cycle Trek. Or the Trek Mountain Truck. I don't know. Which one do you guys like? Cycle Trek or the Trek Mountain Truck? I mean, like I said, this one's a little crusty, but I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna get some grease on it. I'm gonna put some grease on it and I'm gonna call it good. Let's get into these hubs. That's all right here. Oh, it's on there tight, I guess. Where's my screw gun? No, there it is. Found you. Try and hide from me. The Tektro rotor. There's 3 to choose from. Don't forget to pick which one. I just so happen to have them all right here. Tektro, No Name, Ice Tech. $6, $3, $4. Tell me which one I'm adding to the budget. This is like a double rubber seal. I like it. Kind of unnecessary, but I like it. It's been kind of nice. I mean, I still want to open it up and just add a little grease. We're just going to open it up and add a little grease. Ta-da. Well, wouldn't you know it, there's ball bearings in there. We're going to add a little bit of this green monster. We might as well check the other side, yeah? Oh, look at that. There's ball bearings in there, too. Throw some green monster in there. I actually have to add a spacer here because, you know, like I was showing you earlier, I had to take some off from that ISO disc brake mount adapter. I'm going to have to add a spacer to the disc side of the wheel. So that happens sometimes. And I have a spacer for here. Boom. Like that. All right, that one's nice and tight. Right. Pretty buttery smooth. It's pretty buttery smooth, I will say. And so if we want it nice, what we gotta do is we have to tighten this side. So the key is you over tighten it a little bit. So that way when you do it all, yeah, see that's not feeling that great, you know? A little tight. I guess we could go a little bit more. You over tighten it just a little bit. And that way when you like lock the nuts together, there we go. That's good. Yeah. You get a nice tight it's wow. What is the word I'm looking for there? Preload. You get a nice preload. See, everybody goes, "Oh, sealed hubs, sealed hubs." Sealed hubs are great. I'm not gonna dog on sealed hubs, but if you know how to take care of a free ball bearing hub, it's gonna do you just as good. Exciting. She's ready to go. Pop our seals back on there. Boom. Ta-da! Knocking it out. Like I said, all this stuff is easy compared to making that fork. All right. And then we're going to clean up the cassette here, right? I guess I should wipe down this hub a little bit. Maybe wipe up this wheel. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. That'd be nice of me. I have a long tail cargo bike that I ride pretty frequently, but it is a long tail and it can be quite a pain in the butt sometimes. So to have a short tail cargo to do smaller things with, like the long tail's awesome for being like, oh, I have to carry something big. Yay, I have that. But like when you just need to like ride to work, ride to the store, something like that, the long tail is just like overkill sometimes. Here, I cleaned up nice. All right, set that off to the side with the fork. All right, let's get onto this bad boy. Well, this is a free hub, or a free wheel anyway. I thought it was a cassette, but that's okay. Free wheels have been around for a long time, so. This wheel is dirty. Do I want to like open it up? I mean, it's got a little bit of play to it. I guess I could. We could pop the freewheel off real quick. All right, it's a freewheel. I just said that. There we go. I literally just said it's a freewheel. What's nice about a freewheel is you don't need a chain tool, but sometimes they're just really stuck on there. Oh yeah, like this one. Yeah. You and you. Ta-da! Just like that. Shiny. Ooh, that is yucky cock in there. See what I mean? Like the hub is nice and shiny. Black and shiny. I like it. I like it. I don't know why I'm slapping it, but hey, let's slap it with some more. Ooh. Ball bearings in there. Hit it with the green monster. Raw! Raw! And then do the quick. Wah! 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 That way you don't lose any. Screw it back down. Notice that I didn't loosen up this side so I don't lose my place. I just have to tighten this up. We're good to go. Oh yeah, check your nuts. That way you got your sintered side out, fluted, siped. Is that? I think that's the right word. Let's see. Did we get it? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like it. Give it a little snuggies. I'm gonna get a real wrench to give it a little snuggies. Yeah, I like snuggies. We're gonna do one on the other side. Sorry you guys can't see. Just want to make sure everything's good over here too. Don't need anything loosening up. It's a cargo bike after all. Hey, where are you going? Nowhere. Get over here. Oh, I should have put grease on it. Ugh, look at that, huh? One hub service. Done. Well, I should say 2 hub services, right? Because we did the other side too. I'm going to call it for tonight. I'll be back in the morning, but it's still going to be part 6. And this is the next day. I got the tool today to get that out, so I figured I might as well record it for you guys, right? I need scissors to open this though. This is the Park Tool HCW4. Can be purchased online for like $30 to $35-ish. I got mine at the local bike shop, Norm's Ski and Bike, right here in town. They have an crazy amount of repair parts. So let's see if this will come out. So I used to always forget which side was which when it came to threading, because bicycles have that weird, like, your left-handed pedal is left-handed thread, your right-handed pedal is right-handed thread. And so the bottom bracket is opposite of your pedals. So if the right pedal is right-handed thread, then the right side of the bottom bracket is left-handed thread, which means righty-loosey. So, ooh, woo, that was so much pressure that I just applied to that. I think I'm gonna have to heat it up. I don't really want to. I don't want to like hurt the paint on the bottom bracket. Oof, see that? Matches that Allen head. Oh, I got a heat gun. I have a heat gun. Heat gun might work. Heat gun might work. So a heat gun's gonna take a little bit longer than a torch, obviously, but you're gonna have way less chance of damaging the paint. I'm not trying to go crazy here. Like, if the paint gets damaged, it gets damaged, but see if that made any difference at all. I need a glove. My freaking hand. Oh man. I might cut this tool in half and like weld like pipe handles onto it, just because, like, damn, that hurt. Oh yeah, a little bit of heat. That's all we needed. Perfect. I think I am. I think I'm gonna cut this tool in half, and I'm gonna cut this one closer up here. I'll weld it into a pipe. Make a stronger tool out of it. Make a better tool out of it anyway. A little worn. I've seen worse, but probably why it was loose. That would explain why those other bearings were so dry. I think it should work. I'm going to eventually need to replace it, that's for sure. Like, there's no doubt about that. But for this build off, it's going to work. And that looks pretty good in there. Oh, man, I'm impressed. This bike is in good shape. I think it just got moved around a lot. There's a lot of like scratches on it everywhere. There's a big one on the top tube here, but that's just from the handlebars like coming over and the brake lever hitting it. But there's lots of little scratches on it. Like maybe it was on the bike rack, or like I said, maybe it got moved around a garage a lot. Like, but it doesn't look like it was ridden that much. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the original freewheel on the back there, on the rear wheel. In the bottom in here, it's really clean. Really, really clean. Like, I'm impressed. Like the paint still in here, it's not crusty and dusty. Like a lot of the times you pull these out, you pull the bottom brackets out of these things, and they are just so like so bad, you know? But this is really nice. I'm really impressed. That Trek Chromoly. That's what that little sticker says. That's awesome. We'll put the bottom bracket back in first. I'm gonna put a healthy dose of grease in there. And you want like, so there's two sides. You got your like cage side and your bearing side. You want bearing side down in there. Put it all in the threads here. Because we don't want a situation like what we had there where we had to heat this thing up, get it free. That was not ideal. So I twist it to loosen it, and then you like feel this click. When you feel that click, like that's when I start to tighten it. Um, I'll do that on the other side too. I don't know. It just helps me like find the threads better. I guess. Does that make sense? A fully intact gasket O-ring seal for this side here. That's most likely what happened is they rode the bottom bracket a little loose and it iced out the seal on this side. We're gonna put that in. I'm gonna put it on after I put the spindle through because I feel like it's just gonna fall off. And it wore through the spindle, wore through the seal. The seal fell off, allowed dirt to get in, made the bearing all crusty. Anyway, I've seen people do the like Teflon tape on the threads here before they put the bearing in on a sealed bottom bracket, and then of course that causes the whole controversy. Like, hey, wait, we gotta put a spindle in. We need the spindle, and it's like you're wasting time, like da da da, and it's like are you though? Like I don't know. It's tough to say. Usually there's an arrow for a drive side. I'm gonna say this side's a little bit more like abused. You see what I mean? Like that side's a little more shiny, so that's probably where on the drive side. All right, we're gonna tighten that up. All right, I think we got it. Now I get to use this fun spanner wrench for the lock ring on here. Oh, here we go. Boom. See what I did? Oh. This thing has like semi-horizontal dropouts. So if you wanted to run a single speed, I think that could be done with the right gearing. You wouldn't need a chain tensioner. So that's kind of cool, right? Some fresh green monster in there. These things are styling. I like it. Well, that's good news. Bottom bracket was salvageable. I'm excited about that. I really want to put the fork on, but I have to paint it. Yeah. I think this is where I'm going to call it for episode 6. And then I'm going to do some editing and paint the fork. Episode 7 should be the final episode where I install the fork, go for a ride, and we get to stare at the bike. Thank you so much for watching all the way up until now. I didn't expect 6 episodes. I didn't expect 7 episodes. So that's going to be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm going to do some editing, paint the fork. So when we come back to episode 7, I will have a painted fork. And hopefully you guys will have decided on a rotor for me to use. And I will know my final count for my money, my budget. I'll know that. So I need you guys to decide on a rotor. Help me build this bike. Keep my budget the way it needs to be. So yeah, we'll do that. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I still got episode 2 of the disc brake tab on the Specialized over there, hanging. So we've got good things coming. But yes, like and subscribe. See more. Episode 7 coming soon. Final episode. Cheap bike build off. Get out and ride your bike. See you guys later.